I'd like to say that we have the best theme song ever.
Do you want to start the show? Or you want to actually get, yeah.
Welcome to Attack of the Show. We are, if you haven't noticed, TV's only source for all the stuff that you at home care about. I am this guy's best friend. Said it yesterday, said it again today.
She owns half of the broken heart.
No,
we got it
yeah,
at
we
Tiffany's.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I put it in Tiffany's box. It was things remembered. Sorry.
I'm
Kevin Pereira.
I'm Olivia Munn. I say that.
She's Olivia Munn. It's Tuesday, February 12th. We're coming live from the G4 Studios here in Los Angeles.
On today's show, someone must really hate Chris Berman. More tapes have been released of the ESPN host berating crew and now hitting on staffers. We'll show you the amazing footage. Plus, in an anti-Valentine's Day edition of DV Tuesday, film expert Chris Gore is here to review Eternal Sunshine, Scarface, and more Cupid Killers. What are you doing? Ew, is it cold?
Just getting my insure on.
Oh, it's warm.
Left over from the Battle of the Ancients. It's not good. Also, in the loop, you never know what you find under this thing. In the loop.
Horrible.
We hate to break it to you, but it looks like web censorship is on its way. Woo!
Some beef jerky. We've got some beef jerky under the table, too.
We're going to go in depth with the tech experts on this controversial issue, and then we're exposing the people behind the hits when we look at who's who on YouTube. First up today, Obama girl.
Yeah. It's time now to
Go
find
Obama! Nobody else? Go Obama!
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can go around the net.
Oh!
The wheels are off already. Coming in at number 5, we look at the art
turkey?
of a breakdancing. The street dance became popular in the South Bronx during the 1970s, went mainstream, you might not know this, in 74 when Michael Jackson debuted his robot dance on TV.
That's right. Thanks for the history lesson. Now, break
And he
dancing.
touched an underage robot inappropriately.
Oh, allegedly.
What? The robot liked amusement parks.
Breakdancing, of course, everyone knows, takes skill, strength, and discipline. But the kid you're about to see has none of that. All he has is a kitchen floor and a severe concussion.
I love the beatboxing in the background. That's my favorite part.
That was horrible beatboxing,
That was some
by the way.
linoleum breaking, baby.
That's some horrible beatboxing.
He had some good moves. In the end, though, deserving of the head trauma.
Yeah.
Because he was wearing the PJ pants. You can't break in PJ pants.
You can't. No, you cannot. Time for us now to chew on horse balls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Horse balls?
It is exactly what you think. The company Applied Animal Enrichment sells horse balls for therapeutic reasons, and they want you guys at home to buy some.
Yeah, the company claims that horse balls are safe to put in the mouth and completely enrich lives.
It's true.
And after you see our elegant and persuasive number 4 video of a horse balls flapping in the air, it's hard to disagree.
This is horse balls, a great concept in unsupervised recreation and exercise for horses. The horse ball is a large rubber-like vinyl ball with a handle, designed so horses can pick it up. Horse balls really help in the socialization process. They help cut down on boredom, a leading cause of stable vices, such as cribbing, wind-sucking, pawing, or digging. Maybe now they'll leave their water and feed buckets for what they were intended. Water and feed.
Water and feed. It gets me thinking, you know, we are cooped up in the studio all day. It's obvious that we need help with our socialization. Often we're bored. You know, you've personally been sucking wind for years, so
True.
you know what?
You're right. You're right. I think I need me some horse balls in my mouth. Makes me dizzy a little bit.
And this is how we won the West.
Wait, Scale of 1 to 10. How good was I, huh?
I don't know. I had some
Would
neck
you
trauma.
say
What do you guys think? Was she like a 7? 8? 10? Wow, perfect. Perfect. Well done.
It doesn't make your head feel good. That is
Coming in at number 3 today, I have a headache. It's a new series of commercials for Old Spice deodorant starring Will Ferrell.
Yes, he's also my best friend. In this new series of ads, Ferrell plays a character from his upcoming movie, Semi-Pro, a local basketball legend from Flint, Michigan. But that backstory doesn't really matter. All you need to know is it's Will Ferrell. It's damn funny.
I'm Jackie Moon. As an expert on sweat and sweating, I may as well be a sweat scientist. As a scientist, there's one thing I know, and that's that perspiration serves no purpose. Much like the appendix, man nipples, or most of the human brain, you don't need it. So in the 24/7 battle against odor and wetness, I use this. Old Spice, Pro Strength Antiperspirant.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love Will Ferrell.
Wish...
I'm in his top 8, actually.
Are you? I wish he was like
We
my
Facebook
cousin.
each other. He sends me his hero power requests, and I ignore them. It's really awesome. There are actually 8 ads available on the Old Spice website, which, if you're keeping score, also doubles as 8 ads for Semi-Pro.
Wow.
No, advertisers, where won't you stick an ad?
Well, I should mention that today's number 3 around the net is a proud supporter of borax. Borax, the mineral of many uses.
Okay, all right with the...
I am available for celebrity endorsements.
So tempted to just really
Oh, there's
tempted
still...
to just...
Okay, you tempted, or am I tempted?
Oh, I knew it was coming.
You know what? You want to come after me? I will own you.
I did not.
I will own you.
I was polite.
Who had the baby
I
powder?
was polite. It was borax, thank you. Wow, way to shatter the illusion of television. Olivia, I'm going to name the ingredients of today's number 2 item, and we'll see if we can figure out what happens. All right? You ready for this?
Yes,
Paying
I am
attention?
ready.
Good, all right. Bored teenagers. A skateboard. A jump. A speeding automobile.
Does this video also include a mandated line about us warning the viewers at home not to try this?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Great. Did you sneak another snuff film into the Around the Net? So great when they don't know they're going to die.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, man.
All right, go.
Yeah! Huh?
Sweet jump.
Even though this video looks like it was done by a bunch of truant teens skipping out on pottery class, they probably had to do an absurd amount of math to get the timing just right on that jump, so kudos.
There's no ollies section on the SATs, though, so pretty wasted.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But, look at Tony Hawk.
Right. And
Good future.
Go-Gurt. They could always...
And you never graduated at anything.
I
so look at
fail
you.
at everything. I'm
You
a
are
walking
huge.
epic fail with hair.
Yeah, 20 figures right here.
Watch out.
You make a lot of money,
out,
my
ladies and
friend.
gentlemen. Finally, coming in at number 1 today is a modern-age revenge scheme playing itself out on the old interwebs.
Now, last week we showed you a clip of Monday Night Football's Chris Berman flipping out on his crew back in 2000. It was making the rounds, entertaining millions of web watchers everywhere.
But it turns out that wasn't the only time Chris Berman treated his staff poorly. Unluckily for him, but very luckily for us and you guys at home, a disgruntled crew member apparently kept tapes of Mr. Berman's antics over the years and just started uploading them to YouTube.
Them. They didn't do anything yet. No, Rudolph. I agree. Last year, starting at the blast was horse. Sure you can't wait, you head. It's our last one.
I know. I just found out.
You're bummed, huh? I'm not. The wine was good. Did you think of me when you drank it?
Yeah.
Like, did you squirm a little bit? I hope I'm there the next time you have the bottle. Tonight is awful in here. I took 4 deux at 6 o'clock, knowing what this would be. It's Canadian aspirin with a little bit of codeine in it, just enough to give you that pop. So you put it in all the corners of your suitcase. Do you have anything to declare? Oh no. A?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
To YouTube user AmpX2000, we salute your campaign to unmask the debaggery of our favorite sportscasters. We also hope that you have lots more of these videos.
And a good lawyer as well.
Yeah, sometimes Kevin and I, we make jokes and yell at people and say racist things.
Mostly you on the last one, but yeah. Taken out of context, not so funny. Put into context.
Racism is usually funny in context. To get your daily viral fix, make sure to head on over to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. There you can also sign up for the Around the Net podcast. Also, don't forget to catch our AOTS Encore tonight at 11, where we are featuring our new ATN After Hours video. You'll see exclusive clips that were too hot for prime time.
Right now, the only news you need to know. Here's Kristen Holt in the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon is official, and we've got all the details for you. Plus, some lawsuits in the works might send The Hobbit and Watchmen productions grinding to a halt. And it's hard to believe, but it's true. The long-awaited game Spore finally has an official release date. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
All right, one of my personal favorite internet video artists was a YouTube user by the name of Saint Sanders. I love this guy's stuff. He would redub like guitar performances with awful music, but they was synced. So it looked like, you know.
They were horrible?
Yeah, it looked like Santana was really doing a bad job. It was genius and hilarious, but now it's gone.
What?
Yeah. His work was removed from YouTube for copyright infringement, even though they were clearly parody videos.
Aww. Well, it is impossible to make everyone happy all the time. On the one hand, Wikipedia refused to delete images of the Prophet Muhammad, which sparked protests in the Islamic world. On the other, eBay now won't let its users leave negative feedback about buyers, you know, on their sites. And, you know, I have to ask, are these sites going too far or not far enough?
We want to know what you guys think. Are we losing our online rights? Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or text your vote to G4TXT. That's 44898. That'll let you vote and register for AOTS Live News Alert.
On that same note, any forum users who want to say anything negative about me, I will hunt you down.
Oh!
Still ahead on AOTS, a live AOTS, in Fresh Ink, Blair Butler gives us a sneak peek at the comic Star Wars, The Dark Times. Plus, in Web Tools, we'll show you how to make your Flickr album interactive with PhotoFlow.
And in DVD Tuesday, what Valentine's Day movie lineup would be complete without killer condom? Think about it.
The condom that kills.
We'll be back. Pork ball!
Around the Net is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. Experience more at DoSomethingAmazing.com.
Working on something there.
Okay.
So that's a beta. That's not final yet. That's version 0.0 something.
I can tell.
Just letting you know.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Attack of the Show. Like you saw, we are TV's only source for all the stuff that you care about.
We're also TV's only source for Kristen Holt.
Yes.
Giving you the day's biggest headlines. Here's the only news that you need to know.
Let's get to it. Star Wars is returning to theaters this August, and now it's in 3D. The new Clone Wars feature will hit the big screen on August 15th and then air on Cartoon Network and TNT this fall. The movie takes place between episodes 1 and 2, and most of the returning characters will be recast, except for Anthony Daniels, who will return as C-3PO. We believe the film could be one of the highest-grossing animated features of all time, and this summer we'll see if a lightsaber can slice Shrek. Who watches The Watchmen? If Fox Studios has their way, no one will. Rupert Murdoch's company filed suit against Warner Brothers demanding they stop production of the film. Fox feels that they own the rights to The Watchmen due to several convoluted legal agreements dating back to 1986. Warner Brothers has not officially responded, and filming continues in Vancouver. Meanwhile, the estate of J.R.R. Tolkien is suing New Line Cinema for failing to pay any royalties from the $6 billion grossed by the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They've requested that New Line desist from further adaptations of Tolkien's work. This doesn't look good for The Hobbit. There may be light at the end of the tunnel and on our televisions if the WGA strike ends today. In anticipation of the strike's end, networks have begun to salvage the remaining season. For instance, Battlestar Galactica returns on April 4th with the first half of their final season, and production could begin on the second half as early as March. Heroes has no new episodes left and won't be back until the fall, and Lost still has 6 episodes left to air and will try to film 5 more before the end of the season. Under a new legislative proposal, internet users in the UK could be banned if they're caught pirating. ISPs will be legally required to take action against users who are illegally downloading. Suspected users will receive a warning email for the first offense, a suspension for the second offense, and at 3 strikes, they'll terminate your internet contract. Companies that fail to enforce this policy would be prosecuted as well. It remains to be seen if this policy will jump the pond and make its way to the U.S. Bachelors rejoice! Laundry day may be at an end. Scientists in China and Australia have developed some new nanotechnology and aimed it directly at your feet to solve the problem of smelly, dirty socks. The titanium dioxide-based coating has been bonded onto wool and silk to form material that will break down dirt and bacteria using the power of the sun, and the non-toxic microscopic additive is so thin that it doesn't alter the material's texture. And finally, Electronic Arts announced today that the game Spore will ship on September 7, 2008 for the PC, Mac, DS, and mobile phones. The highly anticipated game has players work their way up the evolutionary ladder from single-celled organisms to space-traveling super beings. No word yet on when the Wii version will be released or whether there will be a release for the PS3 and 360, but we'll definitely keep you posted. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Get all the news you need to know anytime at G4TV.com. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've just been fed.
With Kristen Holt.
Across the world tomorrow is new comic. Welcome back to Attack of the Show. Earlier we asked you if you think we're losing our online rights. According to those allowed to access the internet, no offense, net zero users, it looks like 23% of you think we're not losing a damn thing. The rest of you feel completely oppressed. Now you know what my friendship with Kevin feels like.
After all that.
Yeah, after all that. But forget about it. I can't talk about it right now because obviously you guys saw what just happened. Just go to Kevin.
Should the internet be censored, and what kind of content has a right to be online? Well, clearly that depends on who you ask.
Once upon a time, you could put whatever you wanted on the internet. These days, well, you still can, but somebody will probably take it down. Recently, guitar shred videos were yanked from YouTube, and eBay announced their intent to prevent sellers from leaving negative feedback about buyers. Even the Muslims are up in arms about Wikipedia's depiction of their prophet Muhammad. True or false, positive or negative, sacred or profane. The internet is full of information, and that's why people love it. Whether you agree with something online or not, most will argue that it has every right to be there. Are we losing our online rights, or do lines exist that should not be crossed? Somebody help us untangle this World Wide Web. It's The Loop.
All right, my guest tonight in Washington, D.C., Communications Director for FreePress.net, Craig Aaron, joins us, and in New York City, Editor for Silicon Alley Insider, Dan Fromer. Welcome to The Loop, everybody. Now, for the past couple of years, we've seen the Muslim outcry when Muhammad was depicted, whether it's in a South Park cartoon or when he had a pet named after him. But Wikipedia, we all know, it's an online encyclopedia. This is a repository for information. So Craig, I've seen all these online petitions. People are upset. They're enraged that there's an image of the prophet in the Wikipedia article. But what could the site be risking by leaving the images up there?
Well, I think because of things that happen in Denmark and elsewhere in the world, every time you hear about one of these scandals, sort of the alert level goes up. But, I really think Wikipedia deserves a lot of credit for saying, you know what? This is an encyclopedia. This is about free speech. These are historical documents that are very relevant. They should cover this controversy. They should include it in the post. But I think they're doing the right thing. When it comes to the internet, you're never more than 1 or 2 clicks away from something that will offend every major religion.
Right.
So Wikipedia can't draw the line here, or, they'd spend all their time negotiating these small things between, one group of folks that believe one thing and one who believe another.
Right. So Dan, when a petition comes out online, like against Wikipedia, and it's got 100,000 signatures, they say they want these photos removed, Wikipedia doesn't really have to worry. Maybe the worst that could happen is 200,000 signatures?
Look, Wikipedia has a model. Its model is whatever stuff gets put up there stays there until someone else edits it. I don't have a Wikipedia page, but if one of your viewers wants to make one right now, go ahead. I'm not going to touch it. But this is the beauty and the problem with the Wikipedia model is that people can put whatever they want on there we hope they're right. That's why you get a bad grade if you use them as a source in a history paper or something like that. But, you know, forget protests. Wikipedia should stand by the integrity of what's on their site, and the editors should choose what goes on there, and that's it.
And Craig, would you agree that because it's this sort of an internet, it's a worldwide culture kind of issue here, that no one should ever expect to really be able to pull anything down from it?
Well, I think that's the beauty of the internet, is keeping it completely open. You know, that's what we need to protect on the internet, is the ability to go wherever you want, do whatever you want, download whatever you want. You're not always going to find stuff that you agree with. You might not always find things that support your beliefs, but that's what's so great about the internet, and that it can go everywhere. And so I think Wikipedia, again, deserves really a lot of credit for standing their ground and saying, okay, we'll make note of this. Let's add this petition, link to it from the post, show that some people are upset, and let's actually have a conversation. That's the beauty of what the internet can do.
And obviously you want to go wherever you want on the internet, and you want to buy things from wherever you go, and you want to trust where you're buying them from and who's buying your goods. So I want to transition to a different kind of censorship now, because eBay recently made it known that they intend to remove a seller's ability to actually leave negative feedback about buyers. So Dan, we'll go to you. If honest feedback happens to be negative, I mean, should sellers be able to say so, or is this a case where the buyer's always right?
No, absolutely. There are terrible sellers, there are terrible buyers, and there are great buyers and great sellers on eBay. The last thing I remember buying there was a blow-up duck with a Miller High Life logo on the bottom.
We don't need more info on the blow-up duck, Dan. That's okay. We trust you. But
here's the deal. Anyone who's read about a power book knows that there are terrible buyers on eBay, and sellers who use this either as a part-time job or just to get rid of some junk, or some people have a career based on selling stuff on eBay. They should be able to feedback what buyers do on that site just as well as buyers can say, this seller sucks.
All right, I want to get to an issue and spend a little time on it that's near and dear to my own heart, because they were popular, very humorous guitar shred videos. They were posted on YouTube. They were taken off the site because of a supposed copyright infringement. Craig, shouldn't these videos fall under parody protection? Why are these videos getting removed?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I really think it's ridiculous. You know, these are clearly fair use. Nobody in these videos is making a profit off the songs in them. They're just having a good time. And I think when YouTube really starts to lose its sense of humor, you know, there goes its business model. You know, we're not going to go on YouTube just to see these sort of a lot of corporate approved clips. And, you know, I think this is an example of how the copyright police have really gotten out of hand. They come to YouTube every day, knocking on the door, trying to take things down, and so they've developed this sort of knee-jerk response where, you know, next they're going to be going for that breakdancing guy in his kitchen that you showed at the top of the show because maybe the beatboxer ripped something off from Dougie Fresh. I mean,
it sounded like something Timbaland stole from an artist ages ago. But Dan, you know, where do you draw the line? I mean, what matter of recourse does a YouTube user have when their content's pulled? I just saw today that, you know, Roadrunner Records, they said they actually liked the Dragon Force video on there. They want YouTube to put it back up, but had they not made that post, like, what's a user to do?
It's so tricky because everyone knows that YouTube is full of stuff that is up there illegally. On the other hand, there's stuff that's up there that some people might think is up there illegally, but it's not. There are people who actually sit around in Brooklyn, and their job is to pull stuff off eBay because one person, whether it's a company that supposedly owns the copyright to something or just you or I, says, this shouldn't be up there. So they take it down. So this is a challenge for Google. I mean, the Viacom lawsuit is real. It's taking a lot of resources out of Google. You know, we'll see what their policy is going to be going forward. But right now, I guess it sucks when it screws people, but it also kind of works too.
Right. Hopefully someone will jump ship to the 20 other video sharing sites that will allow that video to exist in the meantime. I want to thank my guests, Craig and Dan, for joining me today. Thank you guys so much for keeping us in the loop. Now, Olivia, I'm sorry about our oppressive friendship. You should feel free to do whatever you want right now. You know what? Just go for it.
Okay, well, right now, I want to thank the people in the forums. Only the ones who love me. Everybody else can suck it. For the moment, let's stop living in the...
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about, and Olivia and Chris are ready to help you guys out this Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's right. Valentine's Day is just a few days away, and some of us have nowhere to go and no one special to be with. But our resident film expert, Chris Gore, has a cure. TV Tuesday. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm
Chris
here.
Gore.
I'm here, folks.
People on the forums love the Tuesday.
Do they?
They do. They get excited for it.
Sexy back to Tuesday.
Oh, don't ever say that again. Thank you. Now, you've brought 3 older movies for people who want to be anti-Valentine's Day on Thursday, which is a lot of people, right?
First of all, why do we refer to this as Valentine's Day? Let's call this what it is. My friend Kat calls this Singles Awareness Day.
Really?
Singles Awareness Day. If you are single, as am I, this is your way to celebrate that you're aware that you're single.
Yeah, and screw everybody else. That's what I say.
Right.
So let's talk about the first anti-Valentine's Day movie. What do you got?
This is perfect. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a classic dark romance. Some people describe this as a comedy, science fiction. This is a dark romantic.
Dark romance.
The first line in this movie is, Valentine's Day is a day created by greeting card companies to make people feel like crap. Which is, I think, a perfect, if you, for example, let's say your girlfriend dumped you on Christmas Day, perfect breakup movie.
It's funny because it's really what happened to Chris Gore.
That's exactly right. There's
his horror of a girlfriend broke up with him on Christmas Day.
There's a special place in hell for women like this, I'm hoping. But look, it's a great breakup movie that you can relook and re-examine your relationship to go, you know what? Maybe not so great. Maybe it was the long rebound. What do we know? What is going on for real?
What mood do you need to be in on Valentine's Day to watch Eternal Sunshine?
I would say for this is a I want to kill myself mood. So if you do want to kill yourself, Eternal Sunshine, that will help you through.
Yes. Just so you know, you shouldn't kill yourself over some stupid whore.
Yes.
Just so you know.
I learned
There's
that
plenty of other girls, and I will help you find them. Now, what's up next?
What's up next is Scarface.
Okay.
Scarface, look, I know this is weird. This is the perfect film on Valentine's Day for if you're alone. If you're alone and look, and you don't care, whatever, this is great. I mean, also, it's one of the great lines ever. One of the great, say hello to my little friend. But there's another great line in this movie. A lot of people forget. You should get a job. You should get a job.
That is a good
Remember
one.
that line?
No, I don't. But I love the way you deliver it. But I got to ask you, okay, Al Pacino plays Tony Montana, a guy who's pretty much against the entire world. Now, this film is for guys who are against the world, but maybe it's not just for against the world. Maybe it's just guys who've been dumped or cheated on.
Yeah, it's just getting that aggression. This is not something that, it's the most anti-Valentine's Day movie you could watch, just because of all the action and the violence, which we love.
I do love it. I love it when people die. Finally, you brought something completely different and a little odd, I have to say.
You know what? This actually I would describe as the Singles Awareness Day or Valentine's Day movie for everyone.
Yes.
Killer Condom.
Killer Condom is about a movie about condoms that kill.
Condoms, they are, because raise hands, just people in the studio. How many people here love condoms? Okay.
Kevin, stop clapping.
That is the correct reaction. Everyone, whether you're, single, whether you have a girlfriend, whether you're married, in any situation, there is not a human on this planet that likes condoms.
Wait, so the condom attacks the penis?
That's correct. It is.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's
my God.
Not just the penis. The condom is kind of attacking a lot of things in this film, but this is why, because we all are sort of bound by our mutual hatred of condoms and the way that they detract from that experience, Killer Condom's a perfect Valentine's Day movie to enjoy.
Isn't it kind of a cheesy horror movie, though?
Yes, it is.
In a good way?
It's a cheesy horror movie in a great way.
I support condoms, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm with the booze.
Yeah, what?
I'm with the booze.
Well, because you already have so many STDs, nothing else can happen to you.
But when you do...
Me, I'm still clean, so I'd like to keep on that little train.
You stay on the clean train.
Well, you know what? We should hang out for Valentine's Day, make out or something. Feel better.
Really?
No. All right, thanks, Chris. Visit filmthreat.com. I'm speed dating with the people. Speed dating with you guys at home. For more info, go to filmthreat.com. But right now, apparently he was booing at the condoms. Kevin?
What?
You're booing. I heard you booing.
You line clean? Come on. Thank you.
I'm kind of clean.
Actually,
kind of clean.
You're not going to get any help from me, Mon. Sorry. This is something you got to do on your own. It's the return of G4's American. Then don't miss the 1-hour special of G4's American Ninja Challenge 2, featuring the winners coming this May.
So excited. I love this challenge. Coming up, we're taking a good hard look at who's who on YouTube. We'll see who's got the views.
And then it's time to unleash the shame hammer on today's epic fail. Stay right there. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today is the inaugural edition of Who's Who on YouTube. Now,
Every few weeks, we'll profile someone on YouTube who's becoming more popular, you know, making news or just plain interesting. It really doesn't matter as long as they're fun. It's a dirty job, and someone's got to do it. That's someone. Us.
That's right. Today, we are profiling one of the first to get on the Obama bandwagon. It's not Pereira.
What?
It's Obama Girl.
Lies.
Amber Lee Ettinger is a 26-year-old internet star, known to millions on the internet as the sexy activist Obama Girl. Only 1 year ago, Amber was a little-known model and actress trying to make it in New York City. Last spring, after an appearance on the Howard Stern radio show, Amber booked a job acting in the satirical internet music video, Crush on Obama. The producers of the video saw an opportunity to make light of Barack Obama's political buzz by showing gorgeous women swooning over the senator from Illinois. The day the video went live, it received hundreds of thousands of views in a matter of hours. By the end of the first week, the video had millions of views and catapulted the producer's website, barelypolitical.com, into an overnight success and transformed Amber into a phenomenon. Within weeks, she was attending a presidential debate, showing up on the campaign trail, and creating a buzz of her own. In magazines, on TV, and all over the web. Obama Girl faced off in a singing contest with Giuliani Girl. On the eve of the Iowa caucus, she challenged Hillary Clinton's campaign against the backdrop of the theme song from Rocky. And last week, unleashed Super Obama Girl to drum up support for the Super Tuesday election. Amber is up on her political game, saying the video has helped her gain an interest in politics and attract younger voters to the political process. But last week on Super Tuesday, after all of the videos and political interest, Amber failed to vote in the New York primary because she is not registered to vote in her state. In the end, Obama Girl gets millions of views on YouTube, has an influence over the youth vote, and she's just plain hot. Amber Lee Ettinger, a.k.a. Obama Girl, is among the who's who on YouTube.
She's flashy, Obama Girl. She's wonky, Obama Girl.
Oh!
You like it?
I like that.
We will have another profile of Who's Who on YouTube coming up very soon. Now, moving on from popular to notorious, it is time for today's epic fail.
Even a shout out to Shaka Zulu, Can't Save Coolio's cooking show, which is obviously titled Cooking with Coolio.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to Coolio's Cafe. I am the ghetto gourmet. I'm about to teach your ass how to cook. Are you ready? Shaka. This is called Coolio's caprese salad. Here's the ingredients. Basil, olive oil, mozzarella, tomatoes, and onion. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that tomato all in the center like that, and I'm gonna just shaka. Look good, taste good, smell good, is good. Shaka Zulu.
Always cook with a hype man so you can repeat the ingredients. That's how I do it.
Hey, Coolio, can we talk real quick? Look, we may like you, but maybe you should leave the cooking shows to the pros and stay away from music too.
Ooh.
By the way.
I would love to see Montel Jordan get back into music.
Was he in music?
Yeah. You're thinking of the talk show host.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys know this is how we do it. A little bit, you know,
yeah.
Friday night, feeling bright. Like that was the 6th grade dance jam. Exactly. Coming up on the next AOTS Lock and Load, we've got the best weapon blogs on Blog Watch. And then we'll take a look at the military's new trucking out a gun nicknamed the Pain Gun.
Pain Gun.
Yeah. Plus, we're going one-on-one with Mr. Samuel L. Jackson to get info on his new film, Jumper.
Then get ready to drool. We've got stuff for completely rich bastards, like a $30,000 guitar and a $6 million home theater system.
What?
That's just unnecessary.
What?
Can you?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
You're the one who's going to buy it. You
Tell them where to go. Tell them where to go.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
For what? Why would they go there? For all the things you saw today and more? Yeah, that's a good reason.
Don't ask me when you already know the answer. Get back here. Get back here.